to bring the west and east of the Hare Krishna temple togetherness. You are here, Srila Prabhupada, in this temple. We enjoyed West Virginia, and all this in Iskcon is one of the biggest Hare Krishna movement which brought the standard of religion. It is short offering. I'm trying to write one book on Hare Krishna, the destiny of the spirit soul. Hare Krishna.
So before we have a couple of offerings from different departments, we have two departments that we're going to hear from today. The book distribution group and also the Govinda's restaurant group. Just before we do that, I'll read my offering to Srila Prabhupada. Are there any other Prabhupada disciples who have an offering to read? Did I miss anybody? No, I think we're okay. Okay. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my heartfelt obeisances. 46 years ago, I was very distressed before I became a devotee. One night, I cried myself to sleep asking God to show me the truth. The very next day, Krishna introduced me to one of your disciples. He told me all about the nature of the soul, reincarnation, a life of service, bhakti. I was immediately attracted and wanted to know more. Krishna then arranged that I heard your words from a Back to Godhead magazine. After this, I remember telling my friends that I would soon be out on the street chanting Hare Krishna. My life had been changed and would never be the same. Your words, like a touchstone, had changed my heart from hopelessness to hope. You gave me a spiritual sense of direction, which behooves me to follow. You continue to expand my neophyte realizations as you try to extricate me from the material nature. Every day, I have the opportunity to sit with you and read your deepest realizations on Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, and many other of your books. Your words give us a glimpse of spiritual life. What is surrender, forgiveness, and so many spiritual qualities. As the founder Acharya of Iskcon, you give us the living example of pure devotion. Now it is up to us to live up to your example and help others to come to the spiritual state of being. I have witnessed many of my god brothers and god sisters living in that blissful spiritual state. I hanker to join them and lament that I am so unworthy. You have said that all that is needed to attain pure devotion to Krishna is desire. Please help me to have the desire to please you. For it is only by your mercy that I can come anywhere close to wanting to serve you and Krishna. Your fallen servant, Krishna Das. So now we will have the offering by the book distribution group. I believe Radha Mohan. Oh, Shamalini. Even better, the better half.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances. All glories to you, Srila Prabhupada. On board the ship Jalanita, in your famous poem, Mankini Bhagavatam, you wrote, "My dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Now you can do whatever you like with me. But I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to this terrible place? The words of Srimad Bhagavatam are your incarnation. And if a sober person repeatedly receives it with submissive oral reception, then he will be able to understand your message. On the ship, amongst some bare necessities, all you had was sets of the initial 3 parts of Srimad Bhagavatam. Your desire clear and your faith fixed, to re-spiritualize the misdirected lives of the world. Through the various phases of your establishing the seeds, cultivating and nurturing the Krishna consciousness movement, you kept on the emphasis on. This is my request, you said. Distribute books, distribute books, distribute books. Inspired and guided by our Sankirtan generals, His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu and His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami, the Toronto Sankirtan team continues to strive to fulfill your instructions. Over the years, through the changing seasons of individual and collective challenges and growth, the focus has remained. This year, your Sankirtan team in Toronto completed its 10th anniversary, organizing monthly outings every single month for the last 10 years, accompanied by a full spectrum of innovative strategies to reach far and wide. Standing on the streets, getting rejected, being ignored, and realizing how insignificant one is certainly no easy task. So, Srila Prabhupada, our hearts are full of deep gratitude for each and every soul who is endeavoring to share your mercy. Please empower your team here so we can expand our strength and ability to serve you, or in your words, increase more and more. In this offering, Srila Prabhupada, we wanted to highlight 2 small incidents of Krishna magic coming people's way in the form of your books. A young man named Corrado met with one of our Sankirtan team members and received a book, A Perfection of Yoga, at the famous Young and Dundas Square about 8 years ago. He was invited to a follow-up event, and life moved on. This year, their paths crossed again. Corrado is now a full-time devotee, serving in another one of your cherished projects at Gita Nagari, Srila Prabhupada. Another nectar drop from the TST Connect team, working diligently to connect the souls we meet through your books. This year, through consistent follow-ups and contact, one inmate we came in touch with through the Shastadan Prison Sankirtan is now chanting 4 rounds daily, has set up an altar in his prison room, and is even distributing books in the prison. These 2 are but small drops from the ocean of magic that your books are creating. By the instruments of your mercy, your Sankirtan warriors, there are millions of such stories around that reinforce your followers' faith in your transcendental plot. Please bless us, your children at the Toronto Sankirtan team, for greater strength, determination, and ability to focus on your instruction to expand book distribution. Please empower us to increase internally and externally. Please keep fanning our spark to surrender to your instruction, life after life. Your aspiring servants, the Toronto Sankirtan team. Srila Prabhupada ki!
So now I call on the Govinda's group. Srila Prabhupada, along with book distribution, really loved that devotees passed out prasadam. And he actually arranged and wanted that every temple have a Govinda's, a restaurant where people can come and in a nice atmosphere they can get prasadam, perhaps read a book, and just get a little bit of a taste of Krishna consciousness. So Govinda's here in the temple has been doing that for the past few years and is really touching a lot of people. We get a lot of people coming in all week long to Puja Govinda. So Indresh Prabhu is an integral part of the management of the Govindas, and they have an offering to Srila.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet again and again. Every year, we stand in front of you to report a steady rise of prasadam distribution at Govindas, as we are determined to follow your instructions on restaurant operations and to give Krishna's mercy via prasadam to the people of Toronto. The service is not without its challenges, as we need people all week long to perform this service. We try to do this service in a mood of cooperation as you instructed to your devotees. We are blessed with a wonderful team who make prasadam distribution a reality 300 days a week in Toronto. We stand in front of you seeking your mercy and guidance as Govindas expands from 6 days a week service to all 7 days, including Sundays. This will allow us to serve thousands of extra plates of Krishna's mercy every year. This morning I was going through email and saw the Govinda's report from the day before Janmashtami. On a weekday, on Thursday, we did 139 plates in a single day, and now hundreds of plates a day on Friday and Saturday are becoming common. This blows our mind as so many people are walking through your doors, and we know it is through your mercy. We pray for steady increase in prasadam distribution and continued love and cooperation among your team, your insignificant servants at Govinda's Toronto.
We have one from the